To all students, I am Professor Masood Fuzail. Today we are going to discuss life cycle of a mushroom. As you know that mushrooms belong to a group of fungi which is known as Basidiomycota or Basidiomycetes. Basidiomycota or Basidiomycetes are also known as club fungi. Why they are known as club fungi, we will talk this about later. So let's start with a sexual reproduction or life cycle of a mushroom, and I am going to start with a spore. There are two spores as you can see in this diagram. One is in black color while the other is in red color. There are no male and female spores, but I have given them name as positive strain and negative strain. These spores germinate when conditions are favorable. Their favorable conditions are high temperature and humidity in the atmosphere. Usually this occurs in the months of June and July in many countries. When they get favorable condition, they start to grow. They have single nucleus, which mean they are haploid. These haploids germinate and produce a structure which is known as hyphae. As you know that fungus body is made up of thread-like filamentous structure known as hyphae. These hyphae are monokaryotic and all the nuclei present in these hyphae are haploid. So this is positive strain and this is negative strain. After growing to some point, these positive and negative strains fuse with each other. They are growing at the same place, and after growing some time they are attached with each other and fusion of hyphae takes place. The first step after the fusion of hyphae, which is known as plasmogamy. During the process of plasmogamy, their cytoplasm fuses with each other, but nucleus remains separate. So now after plasmogamy, these separate monokaryotic hyphae has been changed into dikaryotic hyphae. As you know that di means two, karyotic means a nucleus. So dikaryotic hyphae contain two nuclei. So these n plus n dikaryotic hyphae start to grow, and they will grow very fast. They feed on dead and decomposing organic matter, dead plants and animals, and if the food is available, they keep going and keep growing. This whole structure of dikaryotic hyphae is known as dikaryotic mycelium. The growth keeps continue until October and November months arrive. These months have low temperature and no humidity. These conditions are very unfavorable for this fungus. So it tends to grow upward and make a fruiting body to produce its spores so that it can spend long winter which is not favorable for their growth. So this dikaryotic mycelium start to grow upward in the form of a structure which is known as mushroom. Now this mushroom like structure mycelium, which is made up of dikaryotic hyphae, comes out of the soil, and a small mushroom you can see here. It has rhizoid like structure which are penetrated in the soil from where it will get nutrition. If we look at the growth of mushroom, mushroom will grow into larger size, which is also made up of dikaryotic hyphae, and then it will reach a maximum size. It has rhizoids which are grown into the soil from where they get nutrition. It has a stalk and a cap on the top of the stalk. All these structures are made up of dikaryotic hyphae, which their body is made up of. And this whole structure is known as basidiocarp. It is a fruiting body which is made up of dikaryotic mycelium or dikaryotic hyphae. This is a fruiting body in which spores will produce. Some mushrooms of this group of fungi are edible and some are poisonous. Usually mushrooms, puffballs, morels and truffles usually used as a delicacies, and we eat them, and they are very healthy and nutritious, and in many parts of the world they are cultivated artificially and are grown for food purpose. But there are some mushrooms which are very poisonous. Even a single cap of these mushroom can kill a person. Anyhow, we just want to know what is happening in this cap or basidiocarp of the mushroom. So I have taken a cross section of this section. It has gills, as you can see here. It has gills. I have taken out some gills outside to understand its structure. This gills has small cells which are made up of dikaryotic hyphae. I have taken a small piece of gills and enlarged it. These gills also contain cells which have dikaryotic hyphae. As you can see, N plus N, they have both nuclei of positive strain and negative strain. Still, karyogamy has not taken place. After some time, because this structure is present inside the gills of the mushroom, after some time karyogamy takes place. Karyo means nucleus, gamy means union. Both nuclei of both strains unite with each other and it becomes 2N diploid for a short period of time. These 2N diploid hyphae are produced in a structure which is known as basidia, which is a cell-like structure. Later on, these basidia grow and enlarges, and after process of meiosis, 4 spores are produced on each basidium. These spores are known as basidiospores, and these spores are produced on the surface of basidium, not inside. Because of this basidium, this group of fungi is known as basidiomycetes, and basidium is a club-like structure, as you can see in the diagram. That is why we call them club fungi. So after the process of meiosis, which is a reduction division, 4 spores are produced in each basidium, on the surface of the basidium, not inside. When spores are mature, these all spores are producing in this area of the mushroom under the cap. After the formation of spore, they fall from the gills into the soil and they are dispersed with help of wind. So these spores are haploid and they are dispersed by wind and reach on the surface of the soil, where they stay dormant for a long winter, which is unfavorable for their growth. They keep waiting for favorable condition, and when favorable condition arrive in the months of May, June or July, when temperature is high and humidity level is also good, they start to multiply and start to develop into new hyphae and new mycelium and then into new fungus, and in this way this cycle keeps going. This group of fungi, Basidiomycete or Basidiomycota, has many species. Some are beneficial and while some are very harmful for the human beings and also for the crops. There are 2 species of Basidiomycota, rust and smuts, which are also pathogens of plants. Rust is also because of it produces orange red rust colored brick color spores on the surface of the plant leaves, stem or any other part on which it attacks, while smut fungi produces black spores just like a soot on the surface of or in the kernels of rice, wheat and corn. So these 2 fungi, rust and smuts, are very dangerous for and pathogens of plants. And there are some fungi of this group. They also produced a association which is known as mycorrhizal association. As you know that mycorrhizal association is an association between fungus and vascular plants. So they help to help in the better growth of the plants, of vascular plants. Such plants which have a symbiotic association, mycorrhizal association with fungi, have better growth. So most 95% of vascular plants, they do mycorrhizal association with this fungus. So this fungus has many benefits and also at the same time they have very harmful effects. So in this way today we have just tried to understand the concept of life cycle of a mushroom. I hope you have understood it. If you do, please like it, subscribe it and share with your friends. See you in the next lecture. Bye.